Hey guys, thanks for jumping on board. Today we're going to talk about the 4 pillars of branding. If you're going to brand yourself, there's 4 ways of doing it that are going to matter. And we're going to cover this. Now, this is not going to be all inclusive on branding. Obviously, this is a Facebook Live, YouTube Live, etc. So grab from it what you can. If you want more information, then as you see on the below little ticker, go to howtosellcoaching.com. You'll get all the information you need. But thanks for jumping on board, guys. First time with us on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, hit the little bell so you get all of our notifications. First time on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever it may be, again, follow us and hit the share button. In comments, if you'll post in comments, let me know where you're from. I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, here at my home office. And if you hear kiddos screaming in the background, that's what we do on Sundays. We just have fun. Amen. Come on. 4 pillars of branding, and I'm going to jump into some of my notes. Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, post in comments. Let me know where you're from. Thanks so much. I'm going to post in comments also. I'm going to be posting a few lesson plans and some information for you to grab a hold of. Now, I'm going to jump into the Wealthy Coach. And for those who don't know what a Wealthy Coach is, that's our new program. It's just released. In fact, this month we're opening up a case study. So if you want to learn how to truly change lives and get paid well for doing it, ta-da, here it is. So let's jump in. I'm going to go through this. I want you to write as much of this down as you can. 4 pillars of branding. There's 4 areas if you're going to be recognized, if you're going to change someone's life, if you're going to have people come to you. Think about this. When people brand, when people brand, let's look at Apple. When Apple brands theirself, we don't have to wonder, hey, Rachel, thanks for jumping on. We don't have to wonder if the product's going to be good or not. If you're an Apple fan, you're just going to buy it. Here's an iPhone 12's coming out, guys. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the iPhone 12 to come out so I can buy it. Right now, I'm just kind of waiting, anxious, ready to buy the 11, really going to wait and get the 12. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit there and look at all of the details. I'm going to say, here's the new one. They branded themselves so well. I'm going to go get it. Okay. Would you like people to say, oh, wow, Wayne's got a new program out. I need to jump on board that program. Well, hey, Rachel has a new program out. Let me get that program. Is that what you're looking for? If so, then this is the key. I'm going to break it down for you as much as I can. Now, inside of the Wealthy Coach case study program that we are releasing now. So if you're curious at all about that, now is the time to discover what that is. In fact, I'm going to post in here really quick. Our case study program is we work with 10 people each month, and we get you to a full-time income coaching. So we get you to a case study. What in the world? I can't even spell. When you try and do it on the fly, that's what happens. Okay, case study. Come on. So the Wealthy Coach 2.0 case study. So if you're a part-time coach and you want to go full-time, part-time consultant want to go full-time, this is some of the material, of course, in the course. We teach it a lot slower. We go through a lot more of the details. And then we have weekly group coaching also to help you. Okay, so let's jump in. All right, let's jump in where you can actually see this. Here we go. So the Wealthy Coach, Brandon, Untold Truth. This I want you to grab a hold of. There's 4 areas of branding. Number 1 is recognition. Have they heard of you before? Do they recognize your name? And there's a couple of ways we'll make that a reality if they haven't yet. Okay, maybe they don't know who you are yet. We're going to make that a reality through organic marketing, through paid traffic, through different things. Did they recognize your name, and did they recognize maybe even your logo? Again, Apple, think about it. McDonald's and Golden Arches. Okay, if they've recognized you, is it relevant? Do they need what you have? I'm talking to coaches, consultants, course creators, and public speakers. That's who I'm speaking to. And if that's you, we need to stay connected. If you are a physical education teacher in high school and you have no interest at all in being a course creator, a public speaker, or a coach, then this message may not be for you. Okay, so know who your audience is. Do they need your service? If you're going to brand yourself, do they need your service? And do they need your offer? Not just the service, but your specific offer. Number 3, reputation. We're going to go through this a little more. Good, bad, word of mouth, non-conscious anchoring, something that if you don't know how to do non-conscious anchoring, you need to jump on board in our case study because it's going to change everything you do from this point on. Just being bold. Okay. How about emotions? And then what sets you apart? What sets you apart from other people? So let's jump in. There's two different business models. So if we're going to brand ourselves, we begin with how we share our business model. Are you with me? Let me explain that to you. Okay. So choose this first before you decide how to brand yourself. Before you decide how to brand yourself, you need to know which of these two business models is going to work. Number one is most popular. That means you create content consistently. That means if there's a YouTube, Facebook camera, here I am. You're talking, you're sharing, you're bringing content. You have articles written. Maybe you're writing articles. You are doing Facebook Lives. You're going IGTV. You're doing everything, and you're out there, you're out there, you're out there, and that works. Nothing wrong with that. Build an audience and then sell to the audience. Model two. Define your audience, create a program, create an offer, sell to them first, and then market to them second. Hear me on this. Sell to them first. So in model one here, model one, you may have 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 people in your audience, and you're hoping a certain percentage of them will actually come on board and hire you as a coach or buy your product. In model two, we're going to be talking to maybe 100 people, but we're giving those 100 people an offer first. We're expecting a much greater percentage to say yes, and then we're going to market to the ones that don't and follow up. We'll discuss that more in just a few minutes. So model one, model two. It's hard to do both, guys. Choose one. Choose one. Okay. Now, I also want to jump in here and share with you. So let's look at Amanda. Amanda is a fitness coach. So watch what it's saying here. Brand first, sell next. Brand first, sell next. So how does Amanda get her information out there? She builds an audience. She sells to the audience. She's doing a Facebook group, which is public. She's doing Facebook Lives in the group. She's taking those lives. She's repurposing them into YouTube videos. She's got a lead magnet. We'll talk about that later. She takes all of those leads, sends them to a webinar. The webinar leads them to a phone call, and then she gets on the phone and she sells them. And makes a ton of money, makes a lot of money doing this. This is a very, very viable system. Now, you'll see also there's some, in all of this, there's some work to do. This isn't just something you do overnight, but that's okay because it works for her. Now, okay, the next one is, so this one up here, let's go back and forth, okay? That was Amanda, and now we're going to do Tran. Now, Tran does something a little different. Tran has a one-page funnel, one-page website, basically, that shares what he does. If you look at a little automated webinar, it goes to an automated webinar, and they got a calendar. And the calendar, he'll say, I'll give you a live or virtual if they're local, or if it's long distance, he'll do a virtual session where he's going to look at their body type. He's going to look at their goals. He's going to talk to them. He's going to see what they can do. It's a very binary decision. It means yes or no. So Tran may say, hey, here's my fee. This boot camp is going to be 12 weeks virtual. Here's what we're going to work on. It's $8,000 or whatever it is. It's a yes or no. Okay. If it's a yes. Now, what has this got to do with branding? I'm coming to that. We have to brand ourselves in all of this. I'm going to get into this in detail in just a second. Is this a good model? Yes, perfectly. Works great. Okay, $8,000. Oh yeah, let's do it. Here's my discovery card. Let's roll. Oh no, I'm not ready quite yet. That was great. Tran, just wanted some more information. That's okay. Now he can market. Now he can do follow-up. Now we can do the branding him as the professional through education. Okay. So again, it's not that this one is right or this one's right. It's which one works for you. So which one's going to work better for you? And again, if you're going to brand yourself, you need to start here. Is it going to be the free or low cost? In the model one, it's free or low cost. You turn on YouTube, you get in the groups, you comment, you help. We'll cover all of that with even some of the scripts and everything you need as far as comment marketing. Very low rejection, because mainly it's just people that are coming back to you saying, hey, can you help me? It does require a lot of energy, and it can be slow or slower to build a client base and build revenue, but still very powerful. Model number two, faster results, because we're normally spending Facebook ads, Google ads, pay-per-click, YouTube, something. Most of the time we're spending money or we're jumping into groups with a very highly targeted audience, and we're making an offer first. Fast results, fast to test your offer, no or low name awareness. I know one coach now that does over 6 figures every month, and most people have never heard of him. He does not have a Facebook group. He does not have a Facebook page. And there's even no indoctrination period of the brand awareness in the back end. It's just, hey, here's an offer. Do you want it or not? But again, you need to be able to invest money initially. So which one works better for you? Again, brand awareness or binary marketing. Now, you must brand yourself in both situations. I want you to grab a hold of this. This is something that's going to be very important. Your logos, your websites, your funnels, your headshots, your brochures, they need to be consistent. Now, I've seen too many people, so let me speak on this. I've seen too many people spend all this time focused on this, and they never get the program out. They never talk to a client. We don't want to be that way either. Hey, guys, thanks for your comments. If I do not respond live here, I want to be able to show I get to everybody. If you will, let me know if you're a coach or if you're a consultant or you're a public speaker. Just post in comments below. I would love to know that, and I promise I'll get back to every single one of you as quick as I can, okay? All right. So they must brand yourself in both situations. So you've got to let people know if you are, you must let them know who you are. And it's going to be logo, websites, funnels, etc. We're going to cover those in a little more detail. Branding you in both situations means, how does it look? I want you to look at these two. I want you to take a look at both of these programs here, okay? Both of these books. Which one looks better? So you're told you can't judge a book by its cover. Let me get where you can actually see the books. Okay, so top 25 social media strategies. Looks like it was created. It was brand. I don't see a lot of brand in there. It looks like it was created on the most basic I don't even think that's even like Canva quality. And then we look over here at Sudden Death. Now, Sudden Death is a book I wrote, How to Overcome Heart Disease Without Drugs or Surgery. Just again, which one? Cheap and free or outsource it? I will say this: cheap and free cost. Cheap or free, this outsource. You're like, well, I don't have hundreds to spend, Wayne. This was outsourced for less than $30. And we've got a lot of copies of that book out. Let's go back, since we're talking about staying up to date. This was the old Apple. Look at this. Can you believe that was Apple? I don't even know what year that is. I need to find out. But look at what they're showing on here. I mean, it's just basic technology. Developer world, groups and interests, resources online, about Apple, product information, and then look at the new sleek website. It's all about, for them, it was imagery, but imagery does matter, okay? So stay up to date. This is a copy of one of my single funnel pages. It's a copy of our website, howtosellyourcoaching.com. Who, again, if back to, are you spending the money to make sure it's just clean and crisp? It doesn't have to be fancy. It needs to be clean and crisp. So branding means you're going to do this consistently, and people are going to know who you are. That's our goal, okay? So let me give you a couple points. 99 designs. 99 designs I love, because if you've got a book, an ebook that you need covered, podcast cover, whatever it is, go to 99 designs. You work with a number of designers, and you get to choose the one you like best. Fiverr.com. Fiverr, I can give and take. There's some great people on Fiverr. There's some people that are going to do terrible work on Fiverr. Same with Upwork. You're going to probably spend less money on Fiverr and less money on Upwork. But I will say this: 99 Designs is going to give you a lot more options to choose from. So just something to consider there. And we do have, so here, if you said, Wayne, I want it all done. I want the design done. I want the funnel made. I want the website made. I want everything done 100%. So I don't have to do it. Then go to Done For You Coaching. We'll get you information on it. We'll get on a phone call. Again, jump at the fact below. You see this where it says free coaching session. Go to callwithwayne.com. Jump over there, and I'll be happy to get on the phone and share with you. We do offer a complete Done For You. So just not taking you 6 months of trial and error. We'll take a proven blueprint, a proven template that we've used, and we'll do the whole program for you. Email copy, autoresponders, everything that you need. If you're willing to invest the time or actually invest the money into it, we'll invest the time into it. Okay. So phone calls and voicemails. Oh, man, I don't want to go much further today. I think I'll jump here, and we may just stop it with this, because this branding is, most time when we think about branding, we go way too far into how do I brand my logo? What is the imagery, the colors, and all of that's very important. But once that's done, everything else matters too. Okay. Okay. So one of the things you can have is, I'm going to talk about a part-time realtor that lost commissions. Okay. So I'm actually offering I was actually working with another coach, and we're reaching out. This realtor said, I want more information. I want more information. Wayne, about the program. So they filled out a form. We jumped on the form, and we jumped on a call with them, but they answered, and their answer was, hello, rude. I can't even be as rude as they were. And I was like, I'm about to say, have I reached the right person? They said, who is this? Who are you calling? Okay. I said, my name is Wayne Sutton. I'm actually calling about, and I shared, oh, yeah. Then they shifted. Then they were nice. I said, do I have the right person? Yeah. And we got talking. How can you help me? How can you help me build my business? That's what the number one thing I can help you to build your business is the way you approach people. And I mentioned when I called how rude they were. And I'm like, well, I get these calls all the time. I get all these scam calls. I get all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. But that doesn't matter. Because I also could have been somebody looking at a $500,000, $1 million home, called you, and I got that answer. I would not have worked with you. Does that make sense? So branding even goes back to our messages, everything that we do. Now, why am I telling you this? Because you can have a separate phone number with a professional voicemail. I've had people say, Wayne, I don't want to go full-time in coaching, or I'm not ready to go full-time, or what about my other business? A separate phone line. You can use Google Phone. You can use Sideline, I believe it's called, a couple other ones. Separate phone number. Hello, thanks for calling. Wayne Sutton, founder and creator of the Wealthy Coach Program. I'm currently not available to answer the phone yet. I look forward to speaking with you. Please leave your name and phone number, and I will personally call you back as soon as possible. Thank you. That sounds a lot more professional than, hello, what you got? Who is this? So having a separate phone number with professional voicemail can mean a lot. This is something I want you to think about as you're building your coaching business. I know too many people that are doing a coaching business like this, but they do not have, they're like, hey, Wayne, what's holding me back from going full time? Sometimes just the way that people can communicate with you. So I've got a friend named Robbie. Robbie's one of our students. Robbie uses a separate cell phone, runs them $50 a month. Diane uses Google Voice. That's a free app. Julia uses Sideline. Again, it's a paid app. The key is consistency. Now, here is very important. Before you do any of these, especially the apps, I know it's easy because you have one cell phone. But what you want to remember is that your phone number is consistent. I've had people call me back from years and years and years that we had talked to and said, hey, I'm ready now for some more coaching, or I need this, or they wanted to spend money, and they picked up the phone and called the number that they had. So consistency is key in that. It's also consistency is key in all of your branding, everything that you do. Again, so let's jump back to the first, and I'm going to ask you where you're at on these 4 pillars, because I was going to cover this one slide, and here we go 20 minutes later. Okay. So, yes, I'm seeing your comments. I'm going to respond later. Please, guys, hit the share button, subscribe. I look forward to hearing more from you. Jump over to callwithwayne.com if you want to know more about what we're doing. So 4 pillars of recognition, 4 pillars of branding. Number 1, recognition. If they heard of you before, did they recognize your name? Is their logo recognition? Number 2, relevance. Do they need the service that you offer? And do they need your offer? This is real important. Reputation. What kind of reputation do you have in the industry? Is it a good reputation or a bad reputation? What do people say about you? Do you know how to use non-conscious emotional anchoring to anchor good emotions to you and your name or not? Finally, what sets you apart? How is your offer different than everybody else? How is your offer different? And what sets you apart? What sets you apart? Again, take a picture of this, screenshot, write them down. We're going to cover all of them. For my private clients, we're going to cover each one of these in detail. We're going to make sure, we're going to show you in the Wealthy Coach Program exactly how to get them to see you, recognize you, and unconsciously bring good feelings into that on automation. We're going to help you discern and discover what they do need and how to make your offer relevant to that individual person. We're going to talk about reputation management and how to use non-conscious anchoring in everything that you do so they naturally find themselves wanting to work with you. And of course, we're going to talk about your unique selling proposition, your unique offer, and what sets you apart. So all of that is going to be inside of the Wealthy Coach program. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because we have a Wealthy Coach. Again, the Wealthy Coach case study program. I want you to know we're taking 10 students. We literally just started. So we're October 4th today. Our first class for this month is Wednesday. So all of the students, if you're open, you want to learn how, just shoot me a private message or hit me in comments, say, Wayne, give me more information. I'll give you information on that. Working with these 10 students as a case study. So we're going to look at where you're at in your business. Maybe it's ground zero. You're not a coach. You had no clients. Or maybe you got a few clients. We're going to help you get that to a full-time 6-figure income as quick as possible. And in doing such, we're going to give you our 60-day game plan. And in taking that, then we're going to help you. Many people do it in the first month. We're going to break that down step by step, part by part, from your marketing, your messaging, your position in every single step, and help you become the coach that you want to be, the coach that you want to be working with the people. And you'll be one of our case studies. So if you want to see our other case studies, like Wayne, who have you helped? What are you doing now? Then jump over to howtosellcoaching.com. If you go to howtosellcoaching.com, you'll be able to see our case study, exactly what we do, people we've helped, and how it works. And again, our case now, here's why our case study is a little different. We drastically reduce the investment. We drastically reduce it because we're going to help you. We're going to work with you, and we're going to get you successful, and we're going to use you as a testimonial. So if you want to be a testimonial, you're open to saying, hey, Wayne took me to this, then that's where we're opening up the case study. So go to How to Sell Your Coaching or How to Sell Coaching. If you go to howtosellyourcoaching.com, you go to our website. If you go to howtosellcoaching.com, you go to our case study. So howtosellcoaching.com. Guys, 4 pillars of branding. Go out there, let people know who you are, make a difference in the world, and get wealthy doing it. My name is Wayne Sutton. I look